free agency right around the corner. Monday and Tuesday is when the quote-unquote legalized tampering can occur. That means teams can officially exchange contract numbers with prospective free agents, and then they become official when the league year opens Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Let's take a look at some projected free agent contracts. This from Spotrac. They say Calvin Ridley, $17.5 million, 4 years, $70 million is what they're estimating. Marquise Brown, $14.8 million, 4 years, $59 million. Gabe Davis, $13.6 million. Roughly 4 years, $54.5 million. Curtis Samuel, $11.5 million, 3 years, $34.6 million, and Tyler Boyd, $8.7 million, 3 years, $26.1 million contract. Those are kind of the big names, some attached to the Browns. Let's welcome in Brad Spielberger, Pro Football Focus. Brad, I know you've done quite a bit with free agents and the projections. That seems awfully high. The market for free agent wide, and I know it costs a lot, and it's a premium. I don't think I like any of those guys at those numbers. Am I crazy?
I'll say this as nicely as I can. I think Spotrac is going to be off on all those on the high side, except for Calvin Ridley. I think might still get up there just because now he is the kind of prize wide receiver free agent in the class. But yeah, they're too high on the rest of them. I think, Gabe Davis is interesting. I think, we've obviously, like you said, heard some connections. I know Mary Kay Cabot mentioned him in an article and whatnot, and I think he does make sense. He's a willing blocker. He's a good downfield, pseudo Donovan Peoples-Jones type of player. But, what I heard in Indy was more of a one-year flyer type, $12 million on a one-year flyer type deal.
Yeah, and Samuel's another guy that I think she mentioned in that, and the multi-year. I'm kind of with you. If you're telling me it's $12 million for a year and we see where we go, I can get that. 13.5 at 3 or 4 years. I can't see. Andrew Berry's been pretty good about and people are going to say, what about the Deshaun Watson contract? He's been pretty good about not painting himself into a corner contract-wise.
Oh, for sure, especially in free agency. They pick their spots and don't overspend and understand the market and not chasing maybe some of the higher values, waiting for the second wave and doing well there. The Curtis Samuel one is interesting as well. I think he is a player you can use in a lot of different roles. He's carried the ball in his past. He's been a slot guy. He's been kind of a vertical threat out wide too. Still only 27 years old going into that third contract. Again, though, I think the projection there was 13 or 11.5. Yeah. I have that one $8.5 million per year on a 2-year extension. So, again, it's not nothing, but I think you do, with how good the draft class is, and what we've already learned so far from, Mike Evans' deal coming in at 2 years, $41 million. These receivers get pinched. These are the guys that, unfortunately, because of how good the classes are and then how expensive the top-of-market guys have become, these second- and third-tier receivers are kind of the guys that lose out on the money.